everybody and welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be looking at the new 40k balance slate. There are some big changes and some really interesting ones done for Space Marines. So let's have a look at it and let's jump in. Yes, so we've got the March balance slate has dropped for Warhammer the 40ks, and there's some pretty decent changes, to be fair. So obviously anything that's new or revised is going to be in red text, with a highlight appearing to be revised made previously. So we can have a little scroll down and we can sort of see that there are quite a few changes for some of your armies. So I'm not going to go through every single faction because that would be there for a long time, and there are other channels that will literally deep dive the living crap out of this. But we're just going to be really concentrating on the faction that I play because that's more relevant for me. So, you know, you've got adaptive sororities, nuns with guns. The Custodes have got an entire new detachment, which is pretty interesting. Adaptus Mechanicus have got a new army rule with some revisions to it and whatnot. Now, Blood Angels don't have anything, Black Templars don't really have anything, but there are changes to how Space Marines work which will impact these codexes. And we've obviously got a few Chaos Demons, Chaos Space Marines and the like. But the biggest thing that we're going to go down to is the Space Marines. Where are we? Right here. And it is right here. This little part here, the Oath of Moment Army Rule. Now, they have changed this in a very significant way. They have now added that if you are using a Codex Space Marine detachment and your army does not include one or more units from the Black Templars, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Deathwing and Space Wolf keywords, add one to the wound roll. So basically, if you are using a Codex Space Marine detachment and you don't have any of these unique units in from those chapters in your army, then you are able to use the new Oath of Moment, which allows you to reroll your hits and +1 to wound, which is incredibly powerful. So how is that a change? Well, how is that changed how Space Marines are working? Well, we go over to the Space Marine FAQ. Gravis captains have now got heavy and assault added to their guns, which is kind of nice. But we go down to this one right here. FAQ question straight away: which detachments are considered to be Codex Chaos Space Marines? And that is the Gladius Task Force, Anvil Siege, Iron Storm, Firestorm, Stormlance, Vanguard and First Company, and the Librarian Conclave. Now, this is a huge change because this is now going to stop, as an example, Blood Angel players from bringing a Liberator Assault group, not bringing any Blood Angel units, and then using Codex Space Marine Oath of Moment. So you're not only getting Red Thirst on your army, but you're also getting the new Oath of Moment, which is incredibly powerful. And as I have said from day one when this was brought up, this was not the intention. The Games Workshop do not want you playing Blood Angels and also double dipping into Codex Space Marine, because the whole point of the change to Oath of Moment was to give Codex Space Marine armies like White Scars, Salamanders, Ultramarines that unique rule that only they are getting, where the more diverse chapters that have got their supplements have already got the cool toys. So this is a really good change. I'm really happy that it makes me happy because it's stupid. It's not how I would have changed it. I would have simply FAQ'd this, saying that if you're using a supplement, be it Blood Angel or whatever, if your army is coming in and you're using one of those detachments, your entire army gets the keyword Blood Angels, period. So if you're using Liberator Assault Group, your entire army gets the keyword Blood Angels regardless if you bring the units or not, because you are using that book for your army. Big change, really love it, really happy with that one. So there are other changes to the Space Marines in this detachment. Another one is obviously on the Lieutenant in the Phobos armor is dispersal. So now they've added a little bit to the end of it. So normally in your shooting phase, after this model's unit has shot, if it is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units, it can make a normal move up to 6 inches. So basically you're able to run away. But now they've added it at the end. If it does until the end of the turn, that unit is not eligible to declare a charge. So you can run away, but you can now not charge back into combat or charge in, which was a little bit sad because it was kind of one of these little tricksy things. He is pretty decent for being a bit of an annoyance for 75 points, although to be fair, I have yet to have mine survive a full game, which is actually quite amusing. So there are a couple of things here for like some of the Stormlines detachments. So Swift Wing Invasion Stratagem has kind of been changed for infantry and adapted to start these mounted units, which is kind of nice. So you're going to have that sort of infantry element of the army is going to be a little bit buffed, which is really good because, you know, I really would love to see more people start using Inceptors or Intercessors a lot more, and I actually quite like them now they've been given that that new little rule that they've got. So yeah, Thousand Suns, Space Wolves have had an amendment, and then Tyranids and whatnot. But yeah, it's a pretty decent change across the board, and I'm you know, it's quite good. But we do have a points changes, and as a surprise, and I am not actually shocked by this, Emperor's Children have already had points changes before the book is even dropped, which is interesting. I mean, like, Saturday, obviously, the box is coming out, and it already had major points changes. So as we can see, Rhinos and Chaos Spawns have all gone up in points. They're now 80 points each. Not surprised that Rhinos have gone up in points. They are going to be quite powerful units. Terminators have gone down in points. Demon Princes with wings have gone down 15 points. Flawless Blades have gone down in points, which is crazy to think that they have gone down. Like, a unit of 3 has gone down by 20 and a unit of 6 has gone down by 40. The Infractors have all gone down by points. So units of 10 are now 160 points. They were, before they even come out, sitting at 190 points, and they've dropped down 160. Mental. Lord Exultant has gone down by 5. Lord Cataphrodics has gone down to 60 points. This model is going to be integral for running Noise Marines. That is mental that it actually has gone down. Lucius the Eternal still staying at 140 points. Madness. The Mauler Fiend has gone down by 10 points. Noise Marines are still staying at 135. The Sorcerer and Tormentors have all gone down. So the Sorcerer is now 60 points. Tormentors are 170 points. Now, if I remember rightly, Tormentors are the ones with the guns. The Infractors are the ones with the close combat weapons. The Tormentors are the better of the two units. The Tormentors are the ones that can infiltrate and have access to 4 special weapons, 2 Melter and 2 Plasma, and everything has precision. So 170 points for 10 Marines is still a bit of a steal. Demonettes have gone down, Fiends have gone down, Keeper of Secrets have gone down, and Shalaxi has also gone down. Now, we have seen some changes in the detachments as well. So the Dark Blessing has gone up by 5 points, has gone down by 5 points. The Suffusion has gone up by 5 points. The Pledge of Alternate Servitude has gone up by 10. The Intoxicating Musk has gone down by 5. Peerless Bladesman, which is, I think, is going to be the main detachment that the army is going to be seen running, is the Blinding Speed has gone down by 10 points, and the Flauntless Opportunist has gone up by 5 points. And then we've got Rapid Inversion has gone up by 5 for the Heterotrack Adapt, and then the Chosen of Slaanesh, the Eager to Prove, is also gone up by 5 points, which is just really funny that, you know, the army is not even out. We don't even have the Codex yet. It's coming out on Saturday, and we've already had major points changes and a lot of points costs gone down, which is pretty mental, to be completely honest. So looking at the points, there is no real changes other than Emperor's Children, to be completely honest, which is surprising. All in all, I'm quite happy. It's a pretty decent detachment. There are other things in there if you are an Alt player, a Custodes player. There are a couple of changes, detachments and things like that. Some of the Christmas detachments have obviously been changed as well. We could be here for quite some time, but you know, Auspex Tactics and a couple of the other channels will pull this apart and create a wealth of content on that. I just wanted to focus on a little bit what I cover. So the Emperor's Children points drops, I'm really blessed, really happy. Oh, yes, it's going to be amazing. Really looking forward to seeing that army coming out on Saturday, which is going to be super exciting. But that is the video, everybody. Yeah, some pretty decent changes. Really, really happy with that Space Marine change. That makes me happy that that I was my gut feeling of this feels wrong. This shouldn't be done. Is in fact being reinforced by GW. So yay for that. So yeah. No more Liberator Assault Group for Blood Angels while using the new Oath of Moment. If you're playing one of those codexes and you're using that detachment, that's the army and that's the army rule you're getting. You're not double dipping into Codex Space Marines. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant change. Well done, GW. So that's the video. I have another video coming up later on today where I am going to be talking having a nice chat with more Warhammer, Ben, about Age of Sigmar and Skaven and his first tournament. It's really, really super chat. There is very little editing. I'm basically just going to put it up there and let you enjoy it. So that's going to be up later on this afternoon. So feel free to check that video out as well. And there is going to be more tutorials. And Saturday, we are going to be doing a host of live streams as from Saturday, where I start working on my Emperor's Children army. So that's the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.